In this video, I'll show you two automation workflows that I'm working on, but I could not complete because I ran into a problem with the features on this particular platform. So we have expense categorization and time of request automation. I'm going to be quick. Please watch to the end of the video, like, comment, and subscribe if you find them useful. So we have time of request automation. It basically takes in a form from, it basically watches for a new form response from any form you can imagine, Tally, Google Form, Typeform, anything. It basically watches for a form response. Whenever there's a new form response, like it goes to Google Sheets and it looks for the employee in the database. And this happens because in the form you also have where the employee enters the name, right? So you look for if this employee is in your database, basically. And the next step is to just check the vacation days. Just calculate the vacation days, like the difference between, so in your form you have maybe a start date and an end date, and you want to check the difference between them. So you just calculate that. It's going to be easy in any automation platform, honestly. And then because in the form I was using, I checked if there's a place where you answer the reason why you are requesting time off. Is it because you're sick, vacation? And it's a multiple question type of question. And so if I basically did, like, if the reason they're requesting time off is because they're sick, I branch into a different part or whatever. And if it's not because they're sick, I basically do something else. And that's just like the whole idea of this thing. And if they're sick, like if yes they're sick, you check if like they have enough sick days left. And the way you check this is in your Google Sheets or in your database. You have employee data, right? And in your employee data, you have like sick days left. And you also have annual sick days left. You basically just check like if they have enough sick days left. And if they did not have, you create an email to the manager to automate to like, hey, this person is requesting sick days, but they do not have enough sick days left. Check their request for more information. And it's not an humane thing to automate, but like I was just thinking of ideas where you could automate. And also, if they do not have sick days left, let's see. Like, so what this brand does is checks if they are requesting for sick days. If they're requesting time off because they're sick. So if they're not requesting time off because they're sick, you basically just like check if they have enough annual vacation days left. Also, again, it's in the database on the Google Sheets, whatever. And then you basically, if they do not have, you basically create an email to reject them because you do not have enough sick days left. I can also notify the manager also. And yeah, I was trying to do conflicts. If there was a conflict between like 3 people taking the same holidays on the company's calendar, but I could not do that. And that's where I stopped for this automation. But you get the whole idea. Just like automating, just like doing if else condition. If something happens, else this will happen. That's basically like what this workflow is. It's very simple, but it's not very like, it's not a thing you should automate, in my own opinion. I just did it anyways. And the second one is expense categorization. Is automates. It basically takes in like a receipt and checks if like this receipt should be in the company's in the company's expense, or it should be part of the company's card. So maybe you have like employees, they went to an hotel for a conference or something, and they send in a receipt. So basically the receipt comes into this Google folder, and then when this triggers the workflow whenever there's a new document in the folder, in a specific folder. It can be any folder, honestly, it doesn't matter. And then I basically filter out for specific file types, PDF, JPEG, or PNG. I'm not accepting documents. I'm not accepting Excel files, JSON, CSV, none of that. And then you prompt a large language model to extract information from the receipt. This is OCR, object something recognition or whatever. So you basically just like prompt the large language model to extract useful information from the receipt. And yeah, you're a precise and structured data extraction assistant. Your job is to extract key information from a receipt image. Yep, and provide JSON only, no markdown, no commentary, no explanation. So this is just basically being clear that, hey, I want this particular JSON, which is in this format, vendor, and just keep it like brief and concise. Just make sure the large language model extracts what you want. And then you basically just pass in the data, the receipt, that was uploaded from your Google Drive, which is, I just got it from, the web content link, basically. And yeah, once you do that, like you format, then you extract the JSON. Once it's output a JSON, then in any automation, you normally have like a JSON parser where you just pass in a JSON and you get all the variables in the JSON. But I could not do that in this platform for some reason. And basically, once you do that, you just kind of like check in your, I'll show you what I would have done. Basically check in your expense categorization, because you're a company, right? A very serious company, and you have like, and your large language model has already categorized like the receipt into like one of these 3 categories. And if it just checks if like the monthly limit is, if the monthly limit has been, exceeded. Oh, that would almost escape me. If you have exceeded the monthly limits, and it also check if it requires approval over a specific amount. And I'll have basically like done that in the automation, but I could not with. And it is what it is. But I think I'll do this in make.com, and that will have to be next week, because I do not have time to do another one of this week. But again, I think expense categorization will have been something useful in a business, just like automate like the process of checking if like this is a valid expense I should put on the company's card. And yeah, those are the 2 workflows. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's not too random or too, because I didn't actually build a workflow. And if you would like to actually see this, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm really stressed. And you can click off the video now. This is just me ranting. I wish I actually built these 2 automations, because they were original ideas I wanted to see come to life. But what can you do sometimes? And that's it for this video. And OttoKit, I'll be giving you my feedback on your platform, what I've seen so far. And yeah, that's it for me in this video. Hope you like it. Comment and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.